Well, look who it is. That's right, it's me. And I'm finally back at it with a brand new video for your viewing pleasure. And if you couldn't tell, I'm currently in my bathroom. So that means that I'm doing a get ready video with you. I'm going to show you how I do my makeup and how I do my hair. And I'm also going to update you on what has been happening in my life since my last video, because I know in my last video I said I was back at it and I was ready to start filming videos for you guys. But after I filmed that video, my life was just so hectic, and it was so unexpected that it was hectic that I just couldn't film videos for you. But I'm now back at it and ready to film videos for you. And in this video, I will explain why I didn't keep that promise and why I didn't upload videos in months. So I hope you guys are excited for my first video of 2021, my first video back on my channel, and to see how I get ready for my day. So without further ado, let's just get right on into the video. So the first thing that I'm going to do is my makeup. And I'm not going to be talking too much when I'm doing my makeup because, for one, I don't know how to apply my makeup, so I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. And two, I want to just tell you guys what products I use. And three, I want to just go through my makeup routine with you. So that is the first thing I'm going to do. And first, before I just start doing my makeup, I'm going to plug in my straightener because I'm going to straighten my hair. And I was thinking about curling my hair, but that takes longer for me to do, and my curler isn't like the best, and I want to get a new one, and it would just be easier for me to straighten my hair. And also, my hair doesn't keep the curls that long. They fall out and it becomes uncurly very quickly, so I just figured I would straighten my hair. And the straightener I use is this one here. It is just this purple straightener. Is it sparkly? Yeah, it's a little sparkly. Here's what it looks like. And let me get the box, because I did keep the box. I feel like it's easier for me to store the straightener by putting it back in the box. So let me get the box. I put it in my room so it's out of the way. So give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Here is the box for my hair straighteners. I can tell you which one I use. Let me get closer so you can see the box. And the hair straightener I use is the Infinity Pro by Conair. It's a titanium chromatic hair straightener for soft, shiny, and protected hair. It is extra long lasting plates and for quicker styling. It has a floating plate for better contact with hair. It gets up to 455 degrees. It has true chromatic heater for 15-second heat up and uniform heat recovery. And it has 30 heat settings, and you can straighten or curl your hair with this straightener. And I just use it to straighten my hair because I don't know how to curl it with this, but I will figure that out. And yeah, that is the straightener that I use. It is a 1-inch straightener. And yeah, here's again what the box looks like with the name. And I'll link this down below, so if you want to buy this exact straightener, you can. And yeah, so let me just put this back in my room so it's out of the way, and I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, I'm back. I put the box for my hair straightener in my room so it's out of the way. And I'm just going to plug in my hair straightener. So that is the first thing I'm going to do. Oh, goodness. Plug it in. And then what I like about this straightener is it's very easy to use. It just has a on and off button right here. And then, it has a dial right here for the heat. And I just keep it at the 10 because I don't need it too hot. So I'm just going to turn it on and have it heat up while I do my makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell you about my makeup bag, because you might be interested in knowing what makeup bag I use. And it's very cute, so you might want to get it. And the makeup bag that I use is this one here. It is very large, as you can see, and it is by Ted Baker. And what I love about this bag is it's pink, and pink is my favorite color. The zipper is rose gold, as you can see, and has this bow and the rose gold here, which makes it extra cute. And you're probably thinking that this bag is expensive because it is the brand Ted Baker London, but this isn't the newest model of this makeup bag. And I didn't buy it off of the Ted Baker website as brand new. You know, it is brand new. I got it off of a different site, and it wasn't like super expensive. Because if it was super expensive, I wouldn't have purchased it. But yes, this is my makeup bag, and I got it in the biggest size that it comes in because I don't wear that much makeup, so I don't have a whole lot. And so all my makeup fits in this bag. So let me just open it up. And the first thing I'm going to put on is my primer, because I know that's the first step on what you should put on to get your skin ready for makeup. And the primer that I use is by e.l.f. and it's the Poreless Face Primer. Here is what it looks like. A little bit closer for you. Oh, and I will say all of the makeup that I wear is more drugstore makeup and inexpensive makeup, because as I just said, I don't normally wear makeup, so I don't feel like I should be buying expensive makeup because then it would just be a waste of money. So I buy all my makeup from the drugstore and from like the grocery store in like the makeup section. And yes, so I got this one here from e.l.f. and it does a good job. And it is in the shade Clear. And what I like about this product is the packaging. I think is super cute, the bottle that it comes in. I love the color that it is, and I like how it is a pump and it makes it easier for me to get the product out in the correct amount that I need. And I do have a funny story about this product. When I first got it, I didn't realize that it was a primer. I thought it was a setting spray. So when I first got it, I took it out and I did the pump, and I thought it would come out as like a mist, because that's what a setting spray is. It's like a mist. And clearly it did not do that. It's more of like a lotion type of product, consistency, formula, I don't know what you call it, but yeah. So when it came out, it just squirted out the product, which was more like the lotion kind of product. And so I was like, oh, that's not what I thought it was. And then when I read the bottle, I was like, oh, that's a primer, not a, what did I just say? Not a setting spray. So yeah, let me just put this on. Oh, and I will say with all of my makeup, I don't really use makeup brushes. I do have them, and I will share with you what they look like and what they are, like what brand they are. But I don't really use makeup brushes because I'm not a makeup artist. So I don't really know how to use my makeup brushes. And I don't like want to take the time to have to clean them every time I do my makeup. So let me just put this on, and I'm just going to put it on my finger here. And as you can see, this is the product. It does look like a lotion. And it's kind of a thicker product. And I'm just going to put it all over my face, as you can see. And then put this on. She's here. And then put it on my forehead. And if you'd like to know, my hair straightener has already been heated up. And then one here, put this on the face. And then turn it down. Alrighty. So my primer is on. I'm just gonna put the lid back on it. And that is my primer. It's from e.l.f. and it is the Poreless Face Primer. And all of my makeup products, I'll try to link down below for you if you want to use these products. And then next, I'm going to do my concealer. Oh, and I will say I do have this makeup bag here, which is what I keep my everyday makeup in. And it's not like that much makeup, so that's why it can stay in this bag. And let me get closer so you can see the bag. This bag's actually from the brand Zoella Beauty. And Zoella, some of you might know about or know that name, is a YouTuber who does like fashion videos. She does makeup tutorial videos. She does baking videos. She does haul videos. She does a whole bunch of different videos. But now currently she just does vlog videos. But this was her first line of beauty product that she came out with. And I got this bag. Let me show it to you again. And I just think it is super cute. And I like how it's clear so I can see the products inside the bag. And I like how it has this touch of the teal color, the teal blue color, as a like fun pop of color. And yeah, so I'm just gonna open it up and take out my concealer. I'm not gonna put it all over my face because I don't need to, but the concealer that I use and I've been using for years It's by Rimmel London, and it's the Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. It's a 2-in-1 concealer. It's a concealer and a highlighter, and I have it in the shade 230 Fair Light. And it conceals signs of fatigue, highlights and illuminates the eye area, has a soft precision brush for a delicate under eye area. And yeah, that is my concealer that I use. Let me get closer, you can see what it looks like. And yeah, and let me just take it out, pull the top off. And it does come with this brush on here. If you can see that, yeah, there you go. As you can see, and it is all dirty right now because I've used this product, and it comes white when you first get it. But all you do is you just pump it, well, squeeze it, not pump it. Squeeze it a little so that the product gets out on the brush. And the hardest thing is this puts too much product on the brush, so I always put like too much on my face. No. Might have run out. I have a little bit on my brush now. I'm just gonna put it under my eyes, and where should I put it? Let me just look real quick in my mirror. Right here, because I have a little red spot, and then right here I have some redness, and like right here. But other than that, I don't really need to put too much on, so I'm gonna put it under my eyes to conceal dark circles. And I don't know if I really have dark circles. I think I do, but I probably don't. But I'm gonna put it under my eye. Get close, I can show you. Alrighty, now that is on my face, as you can see, and I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingers. Right, perfect. Alrighty, now I got too much of the product, unfortunately, so I'm gonna try not to put that much on there. There we go. I put it on my fingers, so I don't put too much on my face. And I think this is a good shade for my face. And yes, I know you're not supposed to blend in your products with your hands, because your hands are dirty, and it doesn't really, well, it takes off most of the product, but oh well. It's easier for me, time saving for me. And as I said, I'm not a makeup artist. Alright, yeah, it's all blended in. Now let me just do right here, have a little red dot. And it's pretty much blended in. And then near my eyebrow right here in this area. Alrighty, that is my concealer. And again, give me 1 second. Okay, and again, this is by Rimmel London. It's the Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. It's a 2-in-1 concealer and highlight, and I have it in the shade 230 Fair Light. Here is what it looks like. And yes, so that is my concealer. Now I'm going to do my foundation. And I will say I don't always wear foundation, and I hardly ever wear foundation, but I do have foundation. And let me just get it out of my bag. So for foundation, I have 2 that I could put on. And the first one that I have is by Maybelline, New York. It's the Fit Me Concealer Foundation, and it's matte plus poreless, and it's for normal to oily skin, and it mattifies and refines pores, matches natural tone, natural seamless finish, and yeah, and it is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. And here is what it looks like, so you can see what it looks like. And this foundation, I think the shade is too dark for my skin, so I don't know, well, I'm not sure if I want to put this one on, but I do have this other one, and this is by Maybelline New York as well, and it's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup, Super Concentrated Goji Berry Plus Collagen SPF 18 foundation, and it's in the shade 130 Buff Beige. And this foundation is for all skin types, micro-correcting foundation. Instantly erases lines and creases, tightens and improves skin elasticity. Skin looks lifted. The secret? Exclusive micro-corrector applicator smooths imperfection on skin surface, concentrated formula with goji berry. Clinically proven effectiveness based on a clinical study. And this is what this can, I'm gonna keep on wanting to say concealer, it's foundation. This foundation looks like, oh wait, there you go. And I'll link both of my foundations in my description box down below so that you can buy either one if you want to. But I'm gonna put this one on because one, it's easier to put on because if you look at it, it has an applicator attached to it. And it is very dirty because I've used this a lot. And this shade I think is a better shade for my skin tone. And all you do to get the product out is you twist it. Yeah, I think I have enough on here. So I'm just gonna apply this all over my face and I'll show you how I do it. I just go like this. Let me see what it looks like in my mirror. Give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, I'm putting too much on, so I'm just gonna like blend it in with my finger. And it does actually very well match my skin. Oh, thanks. I'm just blending it in with my finger. Now, honestly, I'm gonna say don't get too close with me. Well, to me, with this on, because I didn't really blend it very well. But it's good enough. It's not really going anywhere today, so it's good enough for now. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is my highlighter. Actually, no, should I do blush? I'll do highlighter. And I have, what is this? Highlighter, perfect. The highlighter I use is by e.l.f. And it is the Baked Highlighter in Blush Gem. And it is a baked highlighter. Create a radiant glow with this illuminating powder that highlights the skin with a sheer wash of shimmering color, infused with vitamin E, jojoba, sunflower, almond, and grape to help nourish and hydrate the skin. Long-lasting color can be worn wet for vibrant effect or dry for sheer pigmentation. Direction: using your powder brush, sweep powder onto cheekbones, brow bones, and like right here, the collarbones. I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks because I'm not gonna do my eyebrows, so I'm gonna put them under my eyebrows, on my eyebrow bone. Oh, and I keep it in the packaging so I know what the product is, and here's what it looks like, so you guys can see that. And I'll take it out of the packaging so you can truly see what it looks like. Alrighty. Here is what it looks like in the packaging, just simple packaging. And it is in the number, my hair stuck's in my way. Okay, it is in the color 83706 Blush Gems. I'm gonna put this on my cheekbones. Open it. Here we go. And I'm not gonna wet it. I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna do it just like so it's subtle. So I'm gonna keep it dry. And before we do that, I will show you what my makeup brushes are because I'm going to use my makeup brush to apply my highlighter. And I keep my makeup brushes in the box that they came in because it has the numbers for each of the different brushes and tells me what they are, so that's why I keep the box. But it is from BH Cosmetics and it is a metal rose makeup brushes, 11-piece brush set with cosmetic bag. And here's what the box looks like that it comes in. And this one's falling apart because I've had it for so long. But this is what the box looks like. And these brushes weren't too expensive. And I do think they're good quality. And let me just open them up. And here is the makeup bag that it comes with, the brush bag that it comes with. I think it's super cute. And let me just open it up and get out my brush. Oh, and I do have these sponges, these makeup sponges, but I've never used them before. And let me get out my brush. I think it's number 1. Yeah, this one here. And I still have the plastic for it to keep it safe. And here is what one of the brushes will look like. It is this super pretty rose gold color, very soft to the touch. The brushes are very soft, and they don't come off very easily, the bristles for the brushes. And I like how the brush isn't white, because I feel like if it's white, it gets dirty easier and you can see that it's dirty. That's why I like using this kind of brush where the brush isn't white. So I'm gonna apply this to my cheekbones. So like right here and here. Gotta do both sides. I gotta take off some of the excess. And I'm just gonna apply it, there we go, to my cheekbone. And I'm gonna like scrunch it up because this isn't like a true highlighter brush. This highlighter has to be, right? It's the box. Yeah, Blush Gems Baked Highlighter, yeah. For a second then I got confused. And you can't really see the shine of it. Oh, there you go, right there, subtle. Perfect. And I'm just gonna put it all over here. On my cheekbone. Perfect. So that is my blush. Didn't want to put too much on. You just put it back in its bag. All plastic wrapping. And then I'm gonna use it again. So again, the blush that I use, let me just put it in its packaging again. Let me tell you. Blush, no, it's highlighter. My goodness, the highlighter that I use is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter Blush Gem. And again, here's what it looks like in the packaging. And I buy a lot of e.l.f. products because they're inexpensive and I still think they're good quality. So, have that. Next, I'm gonna do blush. Because if I'm working on the cheeks, might as well continue working on the cheeks. And the blush that I have is another e.l.f. product. And this is the Baked Blush Passion Pink Blush. And it is soft and shimmering color, creates a natural, healthy looking glow. Long-wear formula provides smooth and even application. Infused with jojoba, rose, sunflower, almond, and grape. Directions. Using a brush, apply the apples of the cheeks for a subtle wash of color. Apply wet for more vibrant effect. Build color for desired effect. And here's what it looks like. Again, kept it in the packaging so I know what it is. I'm just going to take it out and apply it to like right here. More so like right here, but like right here. Alright. Oh, and here's what it looks like outside of the box that it comes in. Such a pretty color. And again, I'm not going to wet my brush because I want it to be a subtle wash of color. And I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for my highlighter. Okay. Great, okay. There we go. I'm just going to add a little bit to my brush. Wait a minute, hold up. And you gotta dab some off. Put it on my cheeks. Let me just check and see how it looks. I need to add a little more. Too subtle. Perfect. And it's just subtle enough that you can see the color. I like it. Oh, I will say though, with these kind of products, these e.l.f. products, the baked products, what you have to do when you first get them is take off the top layer, because for some reason that layer you can't really use. I don't know why. You just can't. And I didn't know that at first. I was like, why doesn't the product go on the brush? And then I looked it up and a lot of the reviews said you have to get rid of the top layer. So now I'm going to put this on the other cheek. You know, as you can see, very subtle. Alright, next. Let me just put this away real quickly so it doesn't get all ruined. Alright, back in the packaging. Next, since I'm still on the cheek area, I'm going to do my bronzer. And I normally don't wear bronzer because I don't really understand how to put it on. But today we're going to experiment and put it on. And I have two bronzers. I have this one here that is by Physicians Formula. And it's a butter bronzer in the shade 6675 light bronzer. And it says here what it is. An ultra luxurious bronzer infused with Miu butter to deliver a radiant Brazilian goddess glow. Incredibly creamy and soft texture combines the best features of a powder and cream bronzer to deliver a light tropical glow like any other. What it's good for: infused with a powerful blend of Miu butter, Capriccio butter, and talcum butter from the lush and nutrient-rich Amazon, packed with essential fatty acids and provitamins that soften, condition, and moisturize skin, leaving it silky soft. Key ingredients: Miu butter, Capriccio butter, Tacoma butter. Directions: maybe one over makeup. Use sponge applicator, glide over face and neck for natural looking tan glow. To accentuate and contour, apply more over cheekbones. So here is the first bronzer that I have. There you go. See that? Then the other bronzer, which is the one I'm probably going to put on, is by Rimmel London. And it is the Natural Bronzer Waterproof Bronzing Powder. And it is in the shade 02 Sunshine. Waterproof bronzing powder, velvet soft texture for a naturally even bronze look. Wears up to 10 hours. Dermatology tested. And here is what that bronzer looks like. I have it upside down. Yeah, I do. I apologize for that. There you go, now you can see what it says. But yeah, I'm gonna use this bronzer because the other one I have to use my sponge, and I don't wanna use my sponge. And this one I can just use the same brush that I've been using for everything else on my cheeks. Oh, and here's what it looks like opened up. Has like a subtle shine to it, I don't know if you can tell. But I think this is such a pretty color, and it's a very natural color. So I'm gonna add it to my brush, swirl it on. And I'm gonna add it to my cheeks and my forehead, and that'll be that. Oh, and right here. Stay there, put it right on my cheeks. I don't know if I'm adding too much. The lighting in here isn't the best. Alrighty, that's the cheeks. I'm gonna do my jawline and then the forehead. And always shake out the excess before putting it on. That's a pro tip I've learned. Good enough. And now my forehead. And on my forehead, you just put it like right here, here, and here. So I've seen videos. It's just being way too much. This looks ridiculous. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Very subtle, which is what I wanted, which is good. So now I'm done with this makeup brush and put it away. And then I'm just going to put the bronzer away. And the bronzer that I use again is from Rimmel London. It's Natural Bronzer Waterproof Bronzing Powder. And I have it in shade 02 Sunshine. And again, here's what it looks like. And yes, so I have that. Next, we're going to do the eyes, since I don't do my eyebrows. For my eyes, I'm just going to do something very simple that I do every day. I'm going to take my everyday makeup bag, and what I'm going to put on my eyes is this. I don't know if you call it eyeshadow, but I think it is eyeshadow, and it's from Color Tattoo, and it is, what brand is this? Maybelline, New York. It's a Color Tattoo 24-hour by Eye Studio, and it's eyeshadow, and I got it in the shade 80 Creamy Beige. Here is what it looks like in its packaging. And let me just take it off the top. See the color. And that's the color. And what I do with this is I just take my finger, put it in the eyeshadow, and just put it all over my eyes, and I'm done with my eyes. And what I like about this color is it's a very natural color, and you can use this as a base for other eyeshadows if you want to put on other eyeshadows. So I'm just going to put it on my finger, rub my finger in it, put it on. And you can't really tell, but I have it on my finger, and I'm just going to rub it on my eye. And I don't need a makeup when I do this part because I do it all the time when I wear makeup. Just put it on my eye. Alrighty, that was one eye. Now the next. Let me get closer so you can see what I'm doing. Put it all over. The crease, the eyelid, everywhere. Alrighty, so I have my eyeshadow on. And I don't put too much on because I don't really need a whole lot. And I want this to be a natural look. Here's what it looks like. If you can tell, it's on there. And again, this is from Maybelline London, well, Maybelline New York. It's a color tattoo 24 hour, and it's by Eye Studio. And again, I have it in the color 80 Creamy Beige. Here's what it looks like. Packaging. And let me take off the top so you can see the color again. There's the color. And I could be wrong about this, but I think this is like a cream eyeshadow. I'm not 100% positive about that. And then next, to continue with the eyes, I don't do eyeliner because it's hard for me to do and I don't understand how to do it. And lastly, for my eyes, I'm going to put on my mascara. And the mascara I've been using recently, it's not my favorite mascara, but it's just what I have. And it is by Maybelline New York. And it's the Last Sensational Mascara. Here is the packaging so you can see what it looks like. And the only thing I don't like about this mascara is it clumps some of my eyelashes together when I use it. And when I take it out of the bottle, it puts way too much on the brush. So I always have to take a lot of it off. But that is what I'm using today. And here is, let me just take some of it off. Because again, it takes way too much on. Here's what the brush looks like, as you can see. And I've been using this one for a while. It's not my favorite, but it's what I have. So I'm going to put this on my top lashes and my lower lashes because I don't understand why I need two different mascaras, one for the top and bottom. Why can't you just use the same for both? It'll save you money and time. But yes, I'm just going to put this on my eyelashes. And I don't like to put too much of this on because I don't really feel like I need to. So let me just get close over here to the mirror, see how it looks. Perfect. And I'm not going to do the bottom because I put a lot on the tops and it got on the bottom, so it looks good to go. So now I'm going to do the other side. Let me get closer so you can see. And you blink, put it on the bottom. Let me check. Closer up. I need to take off a little. Perfect. Ugh, that foundation does not look good, people. But oh well. Alrighty, so that is the eyes with my mascara. Let me get closer so you can see my mascara. Perfect. Alrighty. So the last step in my makeup routine is lipstick. And besides doing my eyelashes, I love wearing lipstick and it's my favorite product because it just adds a pop of color to my whole look and I can have it match my outfit. And I'm just going to wear what I'm wearing now for the day so I don't need anything like too bright for my lipstick. But for mascara, the one I use again is Maybelline New York Last Sensational. Again, here's the packaging and that is my mascara. Now for lipstick, I'm just going to use the one I use every day, and that lipstick is this is by Revlon, and it is the color. It's a cream lipstick, and it is 616 Wink for Pink, and it's a very light pink shade, but not like super light. I feel like it's the perfect shade of pink. You can actually see on here. Get closer. That's actually what the shade looks like. I got it on my cap a little. And the only thing I don't like about this lipstick is it doesn't really stay on very well. But I love it. Perfect shade for me. Here's what it looks like. Here's the color. I'm just gonna put this on my lips. Alrighty, not too much, just a subtle pink color. And I don't put on lip liner because I feel like I don't need to. And it's less products on my face because makeup's not good for your skin. And I just don't like to put it on. So again, my lipstick is from Revlon and it is in the shade 616 Wing for Pink. So here's the final makeup look. And after I do my hair, I will show you my outfit and the whole look in better lighting. But here it is. Very natural, minimal makeup. And I didn't do the eyebrows, as I said, and I didn't put on eyeliner or too much eyeshadow. So now I'm just gonna put all my makeup back, and I will get back with you after I've done that and put my makeup away so we can get to my hair. Alrighty, so I've just put all my makeup away, and now I'm going to be doing my hair. I'm gonna be straightening it. So to do that, I'm gonna put it into sections. Normally I just keep it down and straighten it. I'm gonna put it into sections so that I have, one, it takes me more time so I can chit chat with you, and two, it looks better and I get every piece of my hair. So let me just do that. Yeah, just gonna put it up. See, you don't put it up. It doesn't have to look very good when it's put up. And it's not going to, honestly. Right now I'm just going to put it in a bun. It's not going to be fabulous, but it's going to be good enough for me to do my hair. Perfect. Good enough. Alright, now I'm just going to start chit-chatting with you and doing my hair. So, the first thing I want to discuss is my last video, which was my what I got for Christmas video. And some of you guys some of you may have noticed that I didn't do any Christmas videos last year, and normally on my channel I try to do a few Christmas videos, but last year I didn't. And the reason for that is because the day before Christmas Eve, my sister came home. She does not live with my family. She lives in another part of Virginia, but she came home for Christmas, and she came home the day before Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Eve, the next day, she ended up getting a phone call from her roommate saying that she had gone and got the panty test and she was tested positive. So she wanted to let my sister know so that she would go get the test to make sure she's not positive, because since they live together, it's more likely that my sister might be positive. So on Christmas Eve, my sister was frantically looking for a place where she could get the panty test and have the results instantly. And she did end up finding a place to get the test, and she took the test, and sadly it came back that she was positive for the panty. So as soon as she got home, she told my parents she was positive, and she just stayed in her room the rest of the day, the night and evening. And the thing that happened with us finding that out was normally on Christmas Eve, my family goes out to dinner and we go to the same restaurant every year. But since my sister ended up being tested positive for the panty, we couldn't go out to dinner that year. So my mother had to cancel our dinner reservation, and then she was freaking out and my father was freaking out because what if they had the panty themselves? So they were frantically trying to find somewhere to take the test and get the results instantly. But some of the places that they were told about where you could take the test and get the results instantly, you had to pay a lot of money, and they didn't want to do that. They just wanted to go somewhere free. So they ended up not taking the test on Christmas Eve, but the next day my mother ended up finding a place we could go for free, take the test, and get the results instantly. And she did that, and she was told that she did not have the panty, and so all was good. But then the following day, that Saturday, she was just having a normal morning, and since my sister, we found out, had the panty, we were wearing our masks all over the house in like the common areas, and we were taking our temperature at various times throughout the day, because one of the main symptoms that you know you have the panty is if you have a temperature. So we took my father took my mother's temperature that morning, the day after Christmas, that Saturday, and she had a high temperature, so we told her to go upstairs and rest, and she did, and while she was resting, she ended up getting a message from the place where she took her panty test, and come to find out the test was incorrect, and she did have the panty. So now that was 2 people in my house that had the panty. So she had a quarantine, and my sister had a quarantine. So my family still had to wear our masks and take our temperature constantly throughout the day and social distance in my house. So that whole week, after Christmas, my whole family was in quarantine, and my mother and sister were really in quarantine because they had the panty. And one thing that did happen during this time was my father wasn't really social distancing and trying not to get the panty. He kept constantly going in my mother's room and getting my cat's dirty dishes, my mother's dirty dishes, and just seeing if my mother needed anything. And as a result of that, what happened was my mother, she's a doctor, and in her office, she has the test you can take at home. So my father went to her office and got a few of those, and he ended up taking one of those tests, and come to find out it was positive. So then he had the panty. So it was my mother, my sister, and my father that all had the panty around the same time. So that was even more time that my whole family had a quarantine, social distance, wear a mask all throughout the house, and have to take our temperature constantly. But surprisingly, throughout the whole time, me and my brother, we never got the panty, and I know this for a fact because I would always wear my mask, I would social distance, I would wash my hands a lot, and every time I took my temperature, I wouldn't have a high temperature, and I didn't end up having any of the symptoms that you could get with the panty, like feeling tired a lot, having an achy body, having a high temperature, things like that. So I'm surprised that I never got it. I'm not surprised my brother didn't get it because he stayed in his room that whole time and didn't really come in the common areas that much. But yes, that is the main reason and the big reason why I didn't do any Christmas videos last year. But I did, surprisingly, do my What I Got for Christmas video, because that is my one Christmas video that I will not skip on, and I will do no matter what every Christmas year. Well, every Christmas time. Now, the other video that you would have noticed I didn't do last year was my year in review video and my first video for the new year, where I talk about my New Year's goals. Well, the reason why I didn't do my year in review video is, one, I was still quarantined at that time, so I had to wear my mask all around my house, take my temperature a lot of the time, and yes, and also I feel like last year was just a wash for me and for like pretty much everybody, because it wasn't like the best year, because I lost my job, and I was just like not having the year that I thought it was gonna have. So that is why I didn't do my year in review video, and because not that much happened that year anyway. And I didn't do my New Year video on my goals for this year, because most of my goals are the same from last year. And again, as I said, I was still quarantining in my house at that time. So that is why I didn't do any Christmas videos last year, didn't do my New Year's Eve video last year, and I didn't do my What Are My New Year's Goals video. So that is the first thing I wanted to tell you guys about. Well, the first 2 things. So I'm going to cross that off my list. Oh, and I did have to write a list of things to discuss with you guys, because I know if I didn't, I would just ramble on, and that would not be good. Okay, so now let me do my hair. And the first thing after all that, why didn't I post any videos after I was done with quarantining and nobody in my family had the panty anymore? Well, at around the new year, January, a lot was happening at my job. And what was happening was we were having a lot of our clients were firing us, you could say it like that, getting rid of us. And so we were having that issue. And my boss at that time was also trying to hire more people for the company. And he ended up finding out about this, I don't know if it's like a hiring agency, but basically one of our clients that we still have to this day told him about this agency. I guess it's an agency where you can find people to hire, and it's not like super I don't know if I guess it's not super expensive. And so he ended up hiring a few people from that agency, and he hired 2 people. And one of those people still work for the company to this day. And with those 2 people, he had them do an assessment to see what their skills are and see if they'd be capable of doing the work for my company. And so he had them do an assessment, and it was found out that the one person, the female, she is very good at graphic design, and that is something that my company struggled with before she got hired. And so he ended up hiring her just to do graphic design jobs, like tasks. And so that was her role, and she still works for the company to this day, as I said. And then the guy that I ended up hiring at that same time, he ended up finding out that he is really good at creating ad copy, meaning the text that goes with ads, and like setting them up. So he ended up hiring him just to create ads for Facebook. And so they were working for the company for quite some time, but then eventually he ended up hiring 2 other people from that same agency, and they actually were like a duo. So you hire both of them together, and they like split the work between each other. And the thing that happened with them was, again, they had to take the assessment, and once they took the assessment, my boss found out they weren't really going to be handling the work that my company does, or up to our standard. So he ended up not hiring them. And then at that same time, he also got rid of the guy who was just doing the ads for Facebook. And I feel like it was a good choice to get rid of the guy that was just doing the ads for Facebook, because for one, he would never be able to do our meetings that we did on Mondays because, oh, okay. Saw a notification on my phone, had to see what it was. He would never be able to join our meetings because he lives in the Philippines, and I guess where he lives, like the area he lives in, the internet's not the greatest. So whenever we tried to do meetings, and they were Zoom meetings, but we wouldn't show our faces, but they were still video meetings, every time he would try to join, it would be very difficult for him, and he would have a very bad connection. So I feel like it was a good thing that he didn't join, well, he isn't working with the company anymore. And also, he didn't really do a whole lot, so I don't think my boss lost anything in him not working for the company anymore. So after he got rid of those 2 people that were a duo for the company, and the guy that just did the Facebook ads, he ended up keeping and still has the girl that just does the graphics. But then what ended up happening is he ended up getting rid of our project manager. And for those of you that don't know what that is, a project manager is someone that gives you your task for the day, meaning your work for the day. They review your work that you've done, and they answer all your questions about your work or anything in general for the company. And they do meetings with you if they have to discuss like how you did your work and they need you to fix things and stuff like that. And so my project manager, my former one, my boss ended up getting rid of because he just wasn't performing his job very well, which I think the whole reason well, that's why I think my boss got rid of him. But what my boss told us is he was going to demote him to just part of the ad account, meaning he would just be like in charge of like Facebook ads, for example. And that would be his big role. But that guy ended up saying, no, I don't want to work for the company anymore, because I feel like it was too stressful for him. And he was always like having issues with like the tasks. Like he never knew what we were supposed to be doing. He didn't really communicate very well with my boss in terms of, okay, here's the work that we've done, and here's what I've been communicating to our clients. And he also would take a while to review my work and respond to my messages. And sometimes he would, when I went to do a task, he would say, here's what you have to do for the task. And then my boss would see the messages and be like, no, we don't want her doing that task. Or no, we don't want her doing it that way. Or that's not what she's supposed to do for the task. So he ended up getting rid of him. And then he was looking for a project manager because my boss had taken over that role for a few weeks. And it was just too much for my boss to handle because he has to do meetings periodically throughout the day with clients, and he has his own work to do. So he didn't have a whole lot of time to devote to me and my co-workers in terms of keeping up with what tasks we're working on, reviewing our work, and answering our questions about our work. So he was looking for a new project manager, and he ended up hiring one, but they weren't like fully hired. They were on a trial basis, and this person was based in Canada, and they didn't have the same time zone as us, so their hours weren't the same as everybody else in the company. So he was gonna have them do a trial basis, I guess that's what you call it, but that didn't end up working out because apparently that person has a medical issue, and that medical issue was more, obviously that's more important. And so they ended up telling my boss that because of how much work they were going to be doing and the extent of the work and just how much time they'd be working, they couldn't work for my company because of their medical issue. So my boss ended up getting rid of her, and he has been the project manager for quite some time. And I'm not going to say anything bad about that. That's all I'm going to say about that because I have a lot of opinions on that. I'm not going to say anything. And yeah, that's just where my company is now. And the main reason why I haven't done any videos recently is because all that happened at my company right after New Year. So I didn't really have time to do any work on videos for you guys. And then now, so let me just cross it off my list. Because that is the main and only reason why I haven't posted videos for you guys. It's because all that happened at my company. So now, let me update you on what has been going on with me recently. So recently, again, back to my job, I haven't been working a full 8 hours like I should be. I only work on Mondays and Thursdays in the morning, and then my boss will sometimes message me through the platform that we use to message everybody with. He will message me of any work that comes up from the clients later on in the day. But so far, these past few weeks, he hasn't been messaging me with work to do later on in the day. So I have only worked Mondays and Thursdays in the morning, and that is my day. And so since I haven't been working that much, I have been doing other things. I actually work for my mother, her company. She is a plastic surgeon and she has her own company. I've been working for her as like her social media person. And so I post on her Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I'll sometimes film videos for her to go on her YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And I haven't filmed any videos for her in a long time, but I do post on there every week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that takes up a majority of my time now because I'm devoting more time to that. And now I'm also in charge of her emails, meaning if she has a special she's running, I will send out an email on Constant Contact, and I will notify everybody about this new special. Or if she's doing an event at her office, I will notify people about that. So that is the biggest thing I've been doing since I'm not working that much right now. And then also, since what I do for my mother doesn't take me all day, I also have been reading more. And I love to read. That's one of my favorite things to do. And so I've started reading more. And currently I am reading the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. I'm on the second book to the series. I think there's 4 or 5 books to the series. And I've been reading that and I've been loving it. Oh, and if you would like to know, that series is about these 2 different worlds where societies, not worlds, societies, where the one society is like the poor working class, where they have red blood like we do. And they're the poor working class, as I just said. And then there's the other society, which are considered the silvers. They're the higher up, the elite, the rich, the king and queens. And basically, what happened is the main character girl, she ends up, I don't remember, she ends up going to work as a servant. This is all in the first book and the first few chapters, so this isn't like a spoiler. But she ends up going to work as a servant for the king and queen of the area where she lives. And what ends up being found out is that she is like a silver, even though she has red blood. What I mean by that is the silvers have these special abilities, almost like superpowers, and basically they have these like abilities that make them different from the reds, aka the lower class, the poor, the working class. And that's why they're the higher ups, because they have these abilities. And that's why they're the king and queen. So the main character goes and finds out that she has this ability. Oh no, I have to turn this back on. I turned off, don't know why. But yeah, so she has this ability like a silver, but it's an ability that no other silver has. And the king and queen of her area find this out, and so they end up not like kidnapping her, but like almost like keeping her hostage and like making her pretend to be a silver. And so the whole series is about how she is dealing with her powers, trying to learn more about them and how to like use them, and how she's dealing with the silver world. And that's basically what the series is about. And again, it is the Red Queen series by Victoria Agar. I have it linked in my description box down below for everyone in case you want to read it. So, besides reading, I have also been working out more. And I am working out more. Well, first off, like when I lost my job, I actually started working out 3 days a week, and that was my routine, something I look forward to doing every week. And I work out like every other day. I don't work out 3 days in a row straight. And that was my routine when I lost my job. But what ended up happening is once I got my new job that I'm at currently, I stopped working out that much and just automatically stopped working out because I was so busy with my job. But now that I'm not working as much, I've gone back to working out 3 days a week. But now I do aerobic exercises twice a week, and 1 day a week I do full body workouts. And the reason why I do aerobic exercises is because I think it was last month or a month before I had a doctor's appointment, and I haven't gone to the doctors in a very long time, I would say years. And so when I went to the doctors, I had to do a blood test, and it was found out that I have a high cholesterol, which isn't because I'm a heavy weight, it's because I am, well, it's generic basically, from my father's side. So my doctor told me that I have to do aerobic exercises to help me with that. So that is why I do aerobic exercises, and then I like to do full body exercises because it targets my full body. And yeah, so that is another thing I've been doing, is I've been working out more, which I actually love to do because it makes me feel good about myself, even though my body aches really badly after I work out. But yeah, and I'm really trying to work on my muscles because I have no strength in my arms whatsoever. So the aerobic exercises that I do actually involve weights, which is fantastic for me because, as I just said, I'm trying to work on my muscles. So that is another thing I've been doing since I'm not working that much anymore. And then what else have I been doing? Let me look at my, okay, let's see, I've been doing that. Alright, oh, and another thing I've been doing, since I'm not working that much, is I'm a part of this Facebook group called Adulting 101, and it is by Christy Lukasiak, and some of you may recognize that name, and if you don't, Christy Lukasiak was on Dance Mom. She was Chloe Lukasiak's mom, who was the dancer on the show, and she started this Facebook group. You have to pay for the group. You pay $22 a month, which seems kind of expensive, but it is worth it, I will say, because you learn a lot of information. And it's mostly for people like me who are still living at home, still like a younger adult, not like a 30-year-old, more on the younger side, and people that are like in college or about to graduate from college. And it teaches you all things you need to know as an adult, Like, for example, it teaches you about how to do your taxes. It teaches you how to rent your first apartment. It teaches you about the different kinds of insurances that you can get, the different kinds of bank accounts that you can have, and a lot of the things that go, pretty much everything that goes into being an adult. And the reason why I joined that group is because I am an adult and I do want to become more independent from my parents, and I do want to move out from living with my parents like I currently am. And once I do that, I want to be more independent. That is why I joined the group, and also because Christy Lucasiak was my favorite mother on Dance Mom, and Chloe Lucasiak was my favorite dancer on the show. So that's another reason why I joined the group. And now, besides teaching you everything to be an adult, which she has a separate website where you go and you watch these videos that teach you all these things. She also will do Christy's Couch, which is a monthly live video chat where you can send in questions you have for her or questions you just have in general, and you can ask for advice from Christy. And it's just a way for the group to interact. So she does that monthly, and then also to go along with her courses, like each month she'll have a different subject that is for that month. Like for this month, it was negotiating a raise from work. So that was what this month was about, and that was what the lessons were about. And so what she does on her Facebook group is she'll have a live video where she goes into detail about this month's topic. And that's where you can ask her questions about that topic. So that is another thing I've been doing. I've been trying to get more into that because since I do pay for it, I want to get my money's worth. And when my job started, I couldn't really get that much involved in it because I was working. But now that I'm not working that much, I am more involved in it. And I'm keeping up with the lessons. So that is another thing I've been doing. And then, what else have I been doing? Cross off the list. Oh yes, another thing I've been doing, speaking of my job, is I did this a lot when I lost my job last year. And I haven't done it as much this year with my job I have now because I've been so busy working. But now that I'm not working anymore, I do it now. And that is, I will take online classes. And these online classes, well, courses, more like courses. And these online courses you pay for, they're free. And you can do some that are, you have to pay for, but I do the free ones because I don't want to pay. Because I'm a cheapskate. And I'm very frugal with my money. But I am taking online courses from HubSpot. And basically these courses have to do with my job and what I do for my job, and they just teach me more about different topics that would help me with my job, and they will help me with my field for my job, which I work in the advertising social media field. And so I've taken classes on social media, on creating Facebook ads, and right now I'm currently taking a course on SEO, meaning websites and creating your website and making sure it ranks high in the Google searches. So that is currently what I'm taking now. And with some of these courses, you actually can get a certificate at the end, meaning that you understand everything from that course and you're like a pro in that area. And you can add these certificates to your resume and your LinkedIn account, which I think is very helpful. And so that is why I've been taking those courses, so I can learn more from my field to help me with future jobs and to help me with my current job. And I have done courses from Udemy before, but they don't have a whole lot that are free. That's why I do HubSpot. And I don't know if for every field or job type they have courses for free online, but I bet you if you just look it up, you can find free courses to teach you things for your job field. So that is the big thing and one of the most important things I've been doing and most valuable things I've been doing since I'm not working that much right now. And then besides that, the last thing, I have that on here. Yeah, let me just cross it off my list. Alright, so the last thing I've been doing is I've been really getting into my blog. Now, for those of you that don't know, yes, I do have a blog. It's called Cooking on the Bright Side, and it is a recipe blog where I share simple, easy, healthy, and quick recipes. Because I know not everyone knows how to cook, and I know that not everyone has the time to cook. So that's why I created my recipes to be quick and easy, so that you don't have to spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen because you might be busy. And they're easy so that anyone can make these recipes no matter your skill level. And again, it's called Cooking on the Bright Side. And I try to post on there. My new thing is I want to post on there every month. And I've already done a post for this month. And I've been getting more into that. And I've been trying to get more into the social media accounts for it, meaning the Twitter and the Instagram page. Because I really don't have that many pictures on the Instagram page. So I want to take more photos and just be more active on that page. So that is another thing I've been doing. And if you would like to follow my blog and try any of my recipes, like for example, I have a lemon blueberry croissant bake that is for breakfast that is delicious. It was my Mother's Day recipe and it is so good. I highly recommend you try it. I have lunch recipes, and the one I have on there that's like a crowd favorite is my guacamole grilled cheese. And you wouldn't think that grilled cheese and guacamole would go together, but they are very delicious. And it makes your grilled cheese seem fancier. And then for dinner, my crowd favorite is my honey mustard bacon Parmesan cheese chicken. It is so good, crowd favorite. And yes, so if you want to follow my blog and try any of my recipes, I'll have that link down below for you. And I think that's everything to update you on what I've been doing recently. And I'm almost finished with my hair. I just have to do the left side. No, right side. Can't speak, this is the right side. So, now, what is going to be happening on my channel? Well, first off, I'm still going to be posting videos. We'll try to upload videos every Friday at 3 p.m. So this video is up on a Friday at 3 p.m. But sometimes, if I do get busier with work, I might not be able to post a video on a Friday because I didn't have time to edit it. So it'll be uploaded first thing on Saturdays. So that is going to be my upload schedule moving forward. And then I'm still going to post the same videos I've been doing, which are a few cooking videos, haul videos, what else? Fashion videos, aka haul videos, get ready with me videos, and just like different kinds of videos that might interest you. I'm still going to do all the same videos that I've been doing. I'm going to try to do newer kinds of videos to see if you guys will like them, see if I like doing them, and stuff like that. And so that is what's going to be happening on my channel. And if any of you have any suggestions on what you want me to do a video about for my channel, just let me know in the comments down below. And I'll take that into consideration because these videos are for all of you. So I want to do what you guys want me to do, which is what you'll be interested in. So yeah, that is what's going to be happening on my channel. And that's going to be my upload schedule. It'll be every Friday, 3 p.m. But if I'm too busy and I can't upload a video on a Friday, then it'll be uploaded on a Saturday. So yeah. What else? I feel like that's everything I needed to talk about. Probably be done with my hair by now. So I'm just going to finish doing my hair, which I'm almost finished with, and then I'll show you the final look, and I will finish out this video. Alright, so as you can see, my hair is all straightened, and I'm actually thinking, since it is hot outside, and since I'm wearing this shirt, I don't want my hair down to cover up the graphic, I'm actually going to put it up, even though I did straighten it, but it'll still look good tomorrow straightened. So I'm thinking, that I might put it in a bun, even though I'm not the greatest at that. So let me try that. See how that goes. If not, I'll just put it in a ponytail. So let me do that. So I'll see how that goes. And I don't like messy buns, I like more structured bun. So it's gonna be kind of more structured. Alrighty. And I'm not the best at putting my hair up, because I always have bumps in it when I put it up. Let me get closer. That's what I'm doing. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. This looks crummy already, everyone. Alright, so I have my hair up. I'm just going to do a bun, so I just take it and I twist it. I'm going to take another hair tie and secure it. And I know this is not the correct way to do it, but it's the quickest way and easiest way to do it. Alrighty. Moment of truth. Will this turn out good? No, it will not. It's gotta kind of be a messy bun. Actually, you know what? Now I'm gonna pin it a little. Actually, should I? Nah, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Doesn't look that bad. More of a messy bun. Alrighty, so now let me go and show you my full outfit, because you might want to know what I'm wearing, and my full makeup look. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show you the final look, and I'm in my mother's bathroom, so hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. I don't have my bright lights on, but here is the makeup look. And again, my makeup look is just a natural, everyday makeup look, not too many products. And that's the way I like to do my makeup. So now let me show you my outfit. I'm gonna stand up to show you. You're not gonna see my head. Bend over a little. So here is my shirt. As you can see, I have this very long shirt on. You can see here, very long. And my shirt is from Lucy Avenue. I just bought it in a size 2X so that it would be very big on me and I could wear it as a t-shirt dress. And as you can see, it is perfect for that. And I will say, this shirt is the perfect size for me to wear as a t-shirt dress. And, let me get down for a second. And it is the perfect length for me to wear as a t-shirt dress. And I love the design on it, the graphic. Let me show you. Golly. The graphic on it, I think it's super cute. Adds a little bit of pop of color. And then for the bottom, I just have on black biker shorts. They're like spandexy. And that's what I have on underneath this so that my underwear doesn't show. And yeah, that is my everyday makeup look and my outfit for today. So I hope you guys liked this video and liked seeing how I do my everyday makeup, what makeup products I use, what brands I use, and like seeing what I wear on an everyday casual day and how I do my hair for an everyday casual day. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, a huge thumbs up. And if you're excited for me to be back filming videos for you, then give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then hit the red subscribe button down below. And don't forget to hit the bell notification button to be notified when I upload new videos on my channel. And if you really like this channel and my videos, then you want to have the bell notification on. So that is my everyday makeup look, what I wear on a casual, cozy day, how I do my hair for a casual, cozy day, and just in general, and what I've been up to recently since my last video. So I hope you guys are excited for my next videos to come and excited for me to be creating videos again for you. And I will see you in my next video.